relief crying. Because Antonio's support never came with conditions or requirements or standards I had to meet. He just cared about me as a person, not as a body or a trophy or something to show off. I wiped my eyes and called my mom. She answered on the second ring, asked if I was okay because I never called this early. I told her everything. About Justin's proposal. About saying no. About all the cruel things he said that I'd been too ashamed to tell her before. The comments about my weight. How he said he was embarrassed to be seen with me. How he only proposed after I lost 40 pounds. Mom got quiet for a long time. Then she said she was furious. Said she never liked how Justin showed me off like a prize when I was thin, but treated me like a burden when I gained weight. Said she'd been biting her tongue for months hoping I'd figure it out myself. Said she was proud of me for walking away. We talked for almost an hour. By the time I hung up, Haley was awake making coffee in her kitchen. She poured me a cup. We sat at her small table. My phone buzzed. My sister Scarlett calling. I answered. She said Mom told her what happened. Said she was coming over. I gave her Haley's address. Scarlett showed up 40 minutes later with a grocery bag full of my favorite snacks. Chips and cookies and chocolate. She hugged me tight in Haley's doorway. Said she took the day off work to help me figure out my next steps. We sat back down in Haley's living room. Scarlett looked at me and said she'd been waiting for me to leave Justin for 2 years. Said she saw how he changed after I gained weight. How he got mean and cold. How he stopped treating me like a girlfriend and more like a project he was disappointed in. She said she almost said something a dozen times, but knew I had to figure it out myself. Hearing this from my sister hurt, but also helped. Made me realize how obvious Justin's behavior was to everyone except me. We spent the next hour talking about practical things. I needed to get my stuff from Justin's apartment. My clothes, my books, photos, things that mattered. Scarlett said she was coming with me. No arguments. Said Justin was good at manipulating me and she wasn't going to let him talk me into anything. Haley said she'd come too. Said I needed 2 people there to keep me focused and stop Justin if he came home early from work. We made a plan. Justin worked until 5 on weekdays. We'd go at 2 when he'd definitely be at the office. Bring empty boxes and garbage bags. Get in and get out fast. That afternoon, the 3 of us drove to Justin's apartment in Scarlett's car. She had boxes in her trunk left over from her last move. We pulled into the parking lot at exactly 2:15. I had a key to Justin's place on my keyring. Had for 3 years. My hands shook when I tried to put the key in the lock. Took me 3 tries. The door finally opened. I stood in the doorway looking at the apartment. 6 years of my life happened in this space. The couch where we watched movies. The kitchen where I cooked him dinner. The bedroom where he stopped touching me. Scarlett put her hand on my back and gently pushed me inside. I started in the bedroom. My clothes hung next to his in the closet. 6 years of my life mixed with his. I pulled dresses off hangers and threw them on the bed. Scarlett brought in empty boxes from her trunk. Haley started in the bathroom grabbing my toiletries and makeup. I moved fast, not thinking, just grabbing. Sweaters, jeans, and the workout clothes I bought when I started training with Antonio. I reached for a box on the top shelf to pack shoes and knocked down a shoebox I'd never seen before. It fell open.